Hello and welcome to Bright Road to Success. Today we are going to start a series of cursive handwriting lessons. The first thing I want everybody to do is to get some supplies. Now the easiest thing to get is if you go to like the dollar store and get something that looks like this. It's dry erase and it has the manuscript paper on it. And this way, whenever you write on it, you can simply erase it. If you can't get this, I would suggest that you get something like this. Again, you can buy this at the dollar store. You can order these manuscript tablets on Amazon, whichever is the easiest. But you will need paper that looks like this, which will help you as when you're learning how to write in cursive. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Also, please click the bell and also leave us a comment and let me know what perhaps you're having a problem with or what letter you would like to see us actually work on or focus on. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have a pen here. It's a Sharpie pen. But again, if you're using your dry erase board, you would need something like a dry erase marker, or of course you can use a pencil. All right, so let's see what we have here. First of all, I have my handwriting practice paper, which has this bold line here, and then it has this dash line, and then it has another bold line. Also, what I have up here is I have a left hand and a right hand. Now, you won't have that on your paper unless you were to make them yourself, which is fine. The reason I have the hands up here is because when you're writing cursive, if you are right-handed, okay, you need to tilt your paper to the left so that your words will come out slanted to the right. Now, if you are actually left-handed, then you need to slant your paper to the right so that your letters will be slanted to the right, okay? Let me repeat that just in case I didn't say that correctly, okay? Because sometimes I get confused. So if you're right-handed, meaning you write with your right hand, I want you to slant your paper to the left. However, if you're left-handed, as in you write with your left hand, I want you to slant your paper to the left. Okay, so I am right-handed, so I'm going to slant my paper to the left. Now, and actually before I slant my paper, I want to go over the sections of your manuscript paper so that when I refer to them, you'll know what I'm talking about, okay? So let's start with this first one here. And you will hear me talk about putting your line or making a line that starts or finishes upstairs. So when I talk about being upstairs, I'm talking about this line right here at the top. When I talk about the line being on the first floor, here's my little sign right here, I'm talking about this dashed line. And then when I talk about going downstairs or making sure your line is downstairs, I'm talking about the very bottom line, which is right here, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're going to move these to the side a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and slant our paper, and we're going to, for sort of our introductory, we're going to learn a few types of lines that you're going to make as you're doing your cursive writing. The first type of line that we're going to talk about is called the down curve. And I'm actually going to maybe put it over here so you can see that. It's called a down curve, and let me show you how to make that because you will do that quite a bit. So the down curve, first we're going to start here on the first floor, and we're just going to curve and come down. That's called a down curve. I'm going to make a few more. There's our down curve. So again, you're starting at the first floor, and then you're coming down to the downstairs, okay? And let me switch these a little bit. I don't want anybody to get confused because I think you can still see these over here. Upstairs is at the top, first floor, and then downstairs. So again, I'm coming downstairs. Now, I can also start upstairs and do a down curve and come all the way downstairs. So that's my down curve. And as a matter of fact, one of the first letters you will learn, which is A, this is the type of line that we use. So again, your down curve starts upstairs and you just kind of curve and you come down. And then one more time, you start upstairs and you curve all the way downstairs. So that's the down curve, all right? The next one we're going to practice is called the over curve, okay? Now the over curve is a little challenging, but it starts downstairs and you curve up to the first floor and kind of come over just a little bit. So that's your over curve. Again, you're starting here and you come up and you're curving. Again, you're starting here, you come up and you're curving. You start here, you come up and you are curving, okay? Now, if I wanted to do, let's say a capital letter and I have to do the over curve, I'm starting here. I'm gonna come all the way up and curve. Again, here, come up and curve, here, and come up and curve. All right, the third type of line, we have the over curve, the down curve, and now this is called the undercurve. Okay, so the undercurve, you're going to start downstairs and you're gonna curve up to the first floor. I'll do it again. Start downstairs and travel along downstairs just a little bit and then curve up. You start here and curve up. You start here and curve up, okay? And that would be for a lowercase letter. And if I wanted to do an uppercase letter, I would start here, downstairs, come all the way upstairs. Again, I'm starting here and I'm coming all the way upstairs, starting here, coming all the way upstairs. My last type of line is quite simple. It's called the slant, okay? Now with the slant, you're going to start here, first floor, and you're just gonna slant and come downstairs. Again, start here on the first floor, come down to the downstairs. Again, start first floor, come downstairs, first floor, come downstairs. If I was doing a capital letter, I would start all the way up here, upstairs, come all the way through the first floor, come downstairs. Again, upstairs to downstairs, upstairs to downstairs. Okay? All right, so you've basically completed your first lesson. I'm going to do a quick review. Make sure you have slanted your paper correctly. If you are right-handed, you're going to slant your paper to the left. But if you are left-handed, you're going to slant your paper to the right. It's sort of what they call counterintuitive, okay? Then I wanted to make sure that you knew that this top line is considered upstairs. The broken line is considered first floor, and then the line at the bottom is considered downstairs. And we will use these terms throughout our lessons. Now, good thing about if you were to get a board like this from like your dollar store or Amazon, usually the line here, the red line would be considered the bottom line. The blue line, the dashed line, is first floor, and then the black line would be considered upstairs. So this makes it even easier for you to use. Nonetheless, today we also talked about our different types of lines, okay? And I'm gonna slant my paper again because I'm right-handed, so I slanted it towards the left. And I had my down curve here, if you recall. And then I had my over curve here, right? And my over curve, I started down and I went up and over. And then my under curve, I started down and I went up to upstairs. And then my slant, which was pretty simple, what I consider probably the easiest line, I started first floor and went downstairs. And then also upstairs, and I go all the way down. Now, what I'm going to do last thing is I'm going to put some arrows that show you the direction of these lines. So if I'm doing a down curve, as it says, I would go in the direction of going down. So as I said, it starts here and goes down, okay? If I'm doing an over curve, the direction will be up. And of course, it looks like that, okay? If I'm doing an undercurve, the line again in the direction of up, and it looks like that. And then lastly, it would be the slant, and the slant, it is going down like this, okay? All right, so there you have it, your different types of lines. You now know the different parts of your manuscript paper, and you know how to slant which way to slant your paper. Okay, so again, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell so that you can do new lessons. And I am going to do a new lesson once a week, and that will be on Monday. So I hope to see you soon.